Hey everyone, I did not make it on live today at 11:30 like I have been doing. Last week I told you my plan is to continue to go live on Wednesdays here on my public page. 3 days a week seems a bit much, but I'm going to try and keep up with 1 day a week. However, this week we had an orthodontist appointment, so I was in the car at 11:30, and I know some people go live driving, but that's just not my thing yet. So I just decided to go live a little bit later. And I do have something really important that I want to talk to you about. Yesterday was more of a kind of a hard day for me, just mentally, emotionally. We have problems going on at our house that I've alluded to with broken water pipes that we're just dealing with and talking with our landlord and this and that. Nothing horrible, we're dealing with it. And then, the added energy of me starting up membership in a community. And then I had checked in on one of my favorite sources of information and was just feeling kind of down about what's going on in the world these days. So I felt really called yesterday to address something, an issue that's really near to my heart, and that is medical freedom. And what I want to say is that there is a lot of hope. If you believe in medical freedom, I think that a lot more people agree with us and agree that what goes into our bodies is up to us. That is an absolute human right, which was supported by the Nuremberg Code after World War II. However, there are some really loud people out there that are intimidating the majority from speaking up. So personally, what I think, this obviously the discussion has become very divided, and there's words thrown around that on both sides to make the division deeper. Most people understand that there are risks to being alive, and that there are risks to whatever decision you make, and that it should be up to the individual or parents if an individual is a minor. So I've been thinking about a conversation I had with a friend, and I'm going to post in the comments. And this friend is very pro-vax, and she knew my stance, that I questioned them and that we had stopped vaccinating years ago. And we had tried to have conversations, and they weren't really super productive, but we remained friends. And one of our last email exchanges was in January 2020. And I asked her, I said, well, what do you think about all of this, the talk of mandatory vaccines? And what if my family has to move again? We have to uproot. We've uprooted so many times. Or what if our family, my husband loses his job because of this? And at first, I said something about it being immoral, and you can read the screenshots. And my friend came back and said, I disagree with you about it being immoral. And so I went back and I said, it would be very difficult for me if you thought my family should be forced to do something, a medical procedure that we are against. And then this friend came back and said, well, I really haven't thought about it. And that right there is the problem. I haven't really thought about it. So many of us, I didn't think about it once before I handed my firstborn child over to the doctor. I didn't research. This is many people's story because it's a societal norm. It's something we absorb as children because it was done to us. We're told it's good for us. We learn in science class. I taught it as a science teacher. I taught a very simplistic view about what's going on in the body, which is really not accurate at all. And so yeah, it's one of those things that's not questioned. So here's the issue, is that we have a very loud, probably minority, trying to determine what everyone should do. So I want you to know that the time is now. The time is now. If you believe in medical freedom and others people's right to decide what goes in their body, including you and your children and your future grandchildren, you cannot be silent anymore. You have to tell people. You have to tell your loved ones. You have to tell friends. You have to speak up. Now is the time to be brave and speak up. The time was actually a lot longer ago. It was days ago, it was months ago, it was years ago. But if you haven't spoken up yet, if you're scared of losing friends or losing family or losing loved ones, I can't tell you that it won't happen. It might happen. There's a good chance it will cause some controversy or some little turmoil in your life. But I'm live. Hi, it's Wednesday. I was in the car. That was my husband giving Yoshi an apple. She's so lucky. Little comic relief, a little tension breaker there for a serious subject. But absolutely, that's my message to you, is to speak up now, speak up often. Don't let your views be hidden because you're scared of what people will think of you, because you're scared of losing a friend. Yes, that might happen, but what's going to happen is if we don't speak up is much worse. It's already happening. So please, if you feel compelled to share this, I would be honored for you to share it. You will be pleasantly surprised how many people agree with you. More people than you know support this. It's a human right. It's intuitive. We know it's true. What is wrong is forcing people to do something. Have a great day. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Enjoy your family, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.